Okay. Fuck it. You know what time it is, boys, girls, everything else. As long as you like wearing chainmail and swinging axes and swords and going right top of your lungs, this is the video for you. Today we are playing Mount and Blade Warband. This isn't native warband. This is Rebirth of Calradia. Calradia? I think I usually go with Calradia. I don't know which one I go with, actually. That's semantics. Anyway, this is, Rebirth of Calradia, which is, we should call, it's not its own, not really its own separate mod. It's more like Warband Native Plus. Like, there's way more units, different units. There's the Diplomacy mod. Looting and outfitting companions is easier. Yeah. Oh god, excuse me. I deeply apologize. Oh, actually, we should get started. Man, I love this fucking artwork. Uh, I'm not gonna reveal what my character will be just yet, but I'm calling this the mercenary only run. So, in short, I cannot use any native I can't use any of the cultural troops. Like, no Swadians, no Nords, no Rodokians, no Vagirs, no Kurgits, no Serenids. And I can't use any of the bandits either, because they turn into regular kingdom troops. So it's like, what is it? It's like farmer, watchman, mercenary, crossbowman, caravan guard, mercenary horseman, mercenary infantry, hired blade, and mercenary cavalry, I think. And then, but that also includes peasant woman. I think it's camp follower first, then huntress, then camp defender, then sword sister. So yes, whoever I hire in a tavern, and whoever I hire in a tavern or who I rescue from people I defeat, that's not a regular troop. And then you'll see who I'm playing once I make them. Welcome, adventurer, to Diplomacy for Mount and Blade Warband. Before beginning the game, you must create your character. Remember that in the traditional medieval society depicted in the game, war and politics are usually dominated by male members of the nobility. That does not, however, mean that you should not choose to play a female character, or one who is not of noble birth. Male nobles may have a somewhat easier start, but women and commoners can attain all the same goals, and in fact, may have a much more interesting, if more challenging early game. I shall go back and continue. Elect your character's gender. Well, whoever I'm modeling this is going to be very mad if I click female, so I'm going to go male. You were born years ago in a land far away. Your father was... I'm choosing impoverished noble only so that I can, off the bat, have my own banner. And that's just going to be the mercenary company logo. Why was I expecting the coin sound effect? Like when you make a sale. You come into the world a son of declining nobility. Wonder how much he would agree with that. Owning only the house in which they lived. However, despite your family's hardships, they afforded you a good education and trained you from childhood for the rigors of I almost did the Soviet Womble thing, aristocracy. The rigors of aristocracy and life at court. You start to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as... Should probably go shop assistant, because if I want to hire a bunch of mercenaries, I need money off the bat. And then, as a boy growing out of childhood, you apprenticed to a wealthy merchant, picking up the trade over years of working shops and driving caravans. Beep beep. You soon became the adept at the art of buying low, selling high, and leaving the customer thinking they got the better deal. Then, as a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became... Yeah, I think it's Goods Peddler that gives me a bunch of stuff to sell. If it doesn't, I'm gonna look like one hell of an ass. Ignore all the weird scratching sounds in the background. That's just my cat. So the distinction felt sudden to you. Somewhere along the way, you had become a man. The whole world seemed to change around you. Heeding the call to open road, you traveled from village to village, buying and selling what you could. It was not a rich existence, but you became a master at haggling. Even the most miserly elders... Oh, there was no comma there. You became a master at haggling even the most miserly elders into giving you a good price. Soon, you know, you would be well placed to start your own trading empire. But soon everything changed, and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was, if I am playing as a mercenary, and if I am playing as the person I am playing as, it obviously has to be lust for money and power. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. To everyone else, it's clear that you're now motivated solely by personal gain. You want to be rich, powerful, respected, feared. You want to be the one whom others hurry to obey. You want people to know your name and tremble whenever it is spoken. You want everything, and you won't let anyone stop you from having it. Become an adventurer and ride to your destiny. Okay, so this person that I'm playing as is fond of the color yellow. So got yellow with a bear, yellow with the... I think that's the HRE eagle? Or is that the Russian Imperial Eagle? How many fucking people... I'm pretty sure the HRE, the Holy Roman Empire. Again, not this is a dead horse, but I have to. Not holy, not an empire, not Roman. Think of like, you gather most of Eastern, Central and Eastern Europe into one big confederation. So it's like you got your Germanics, your Hungarians, few Slavs, and then you put them together, and then you run it very poorly. I'm not sure that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna be... Since there are gonna be a lot of crossbows, that's a fitting one, but I'm not sure. Too bad there isn't like a yellow one with a cat. That's a nice one. I'm not so sure about that one, though. You know, I think that might fit him, because he likes yellow and red. I'll think about it. Oh, I think that might be a good one as well. And that's... Where's that one? Not entirely sure. I was thinking of that one. Calling ourselves, like, the Company of the Putrid Rose. Even though that's a fucking tulip, Taggart. Make it to begin. Should I go to this one? I think I feel like I kind of have to go with this one because it's red. yellow and red. I think that's. I know for a fact that's what his Spartan colors are in Halo. But I'm gonna quit without saving because I am unapologetically a fucking save scummer. Now enter your name and distribute your attributes. Skill. Oh. Attribute, skill, and weapon points. I'm a fucking idiot. And click on various elements on the screen to learn how each one will affect your character. Okay. I think I better let the cat out of the bag here. Who am I playing as? Tohjiik. That's right, bitches. I'm gonna try and emulate uh my friend Tohjiik, whose channel everyone else likes. He did like 4 episodes of Oblivion playthrough recently. He has a ESO playthrough where he plays his uh orange tabby persona. And like me, he is kind of obsessed with mercenaries, and that's kind of why I developed a mercenary playlist for him. So, yeah, I'm gonna be playing as Tohjiik. Oh, I should definitely use a scimitar, because that's like kind of like I can't use magic, but he uses a scimitar for a Skyrim character on his old. I'm talking real old. I'm talking about when him and I were in middle school old Skyrim videos. Like, I think the Xbox One had just came out, like, in the last 2 years. And he was using the game capture on Xbox One, record clips of him playing Skyrim. And then he was porting them to his phone, his iPhone, and he was editing them through iMovie. He's pretty awesome. He puts a lot more effort into editing his videos than I do, admittedly. But yeah, so those were fun videos. So scimitar, and then to go like full mercenary, obviously need a crossbow because like I can't really think of a weapon that is a medieval weapon that is like any more mercenary than a crossbow. It's like Genoese, the Swiss, all the ranged units in the mercenary class, like legitimate mercenary units, use crossbows in this game. Same in Bannerlord, I believe. Yeah, it's like, excuse me, I'm pretty sure everybody is like a lot of the mercenary peoples are crossbowmen, IRL, and in this game. Excuse me, I got a light hiccup. Well, it's some kind of polearm, like a billhook, because I don't really play with polearms much, and I don't really play with crossbows much. I think crossbow is like my least used weapon in all of my playthroughs. So, up each of these attributes. Max out Iron Flesh so I don't fucking die horribly. Leadership. Trade, definitely. But max out Prisoner Management so I get more money. And then that's looting and inventory management. I'm kind of happy with those. So let's bump up crossbows. That's like my lowest stat. Yeah. And here we go. Now, unfortunately, you can't really make a cat in this can't really make a cat person in this game. If Bannerlord ever comes out with an Elder Scrolls mod, maybe I might play that. I might have Taryn play that. So we're just gonna go for a really hairy redhead. Let's like the 19 on the age. Let's go there. Hairy ass ginger. He's probably gonna. I like that actually. Yeah. That's. I think that's one. There it is. Left. Tohjiik, say hello to your doppelganger. It's almost a perfect match. It's perfect. Let's go done. You hear about Calradia, a land torn between rival kingdoms, battling each other for supremacy, a haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power, or glory. In this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you may leave your past behind and start a new life. You feel that finally you hold the key of what your destiny. You hold the key of your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and at whatever course you take. Great adventurers will await you, and hopefully great riches. Drawn by the stories you hear about Calradia and its kingdoms, you join a caravan of Pravin because it is the least punishing start area. You came by caravan through the heartland of Calradia. Green shoots of wheat, barley, and oats are beginning to push through the dark soil of the rolling hills. On the lower slopes of the snow-capped mountains, herds of cattle and sheep are grazing on the spring grass. Oh, excuse me, I am so sorry. Occasionally, too, you catch sight of one of the great war horses that are the pride of the Swadian nobility. The land here is rich, also troubled, as the occasional burnt-out farm bears witness. You keep a wide berth for the forest, where desperate men have taken refuge, and it is some relief when you crest a ridge, catch sight of the great port of Craven, its rooftops made golden by the last rays of the setting sun. Continue. You are exhausted by the time you find the inn in Craven, and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. As you venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted, all of a sudden you hear a sound that stands the hairs of your neck on end. The rasp of the blade sliding from its scabbard. Oh, I got a neat little for. I think I accidentally recreated Anarchy, the Australian military history YouTuber. Guy that does all the videos about. Oh, fuck me! Oh, that was. How did I miss? How did I miss? How the fuck did I miss? Oh my god! I know you. Are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. Why am I talking like a 1930s newscaster? I'm not sure that you can say the same. You can say the same for that, fellow. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night. Although heaven knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me out with something. Let's talk more inside. Hear the news of the war. Out here, we don't know who's listening. The merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while, checking the street, and then finally convinced you have not been followed, comes near you to speak. Nice digs. Now, let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills, driven to banditry by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us because of all the fighting on the frontiers, for men to keep an eye on the streets. I'm not sure what to make of that. Yeah, I feel you, because, like, every city has, like, 400 plus soldiers in it. Does more than enough to, like, look out for trouble. And there's, like, no division between the army and the civilian police force. The army is the police force. As in, they're the ones that, what is the fucking word I'm looking for? Enforce, yes, enforce the will of the monarch, or whichever lord you're currently in the house of. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls. Helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particularly tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. I don't know what my brother was thinking. A lad from a prominent house. All alone after dark in times like these. Well, suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here and didn't know how bad things have become. I was out because I thought somebody was out to get my head. Got no such excuse. Face family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, and people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments either. And I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with a blade. More importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Calradia to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson they won't forget. Get my brother back safe in return. You'll learn my lasting gratitude and a bill of silver. What do you say? Well, sir, I am interested. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you try and take the whole game single-handedly, the hunter will become the hunted. Weren't. First, you'll want to round up a group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here. Looking for a bit of work that's more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay, so take this purse of 100 dinars and earn advance on your reward. Go around to the villages and use the money to hire some help. I reckon you'll need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Very good, sir. I'll go collect some men from around the village. Good, you can find me again in the tavern here in Proven after you got your group together. I'll speak about what we do next, yeah? Cool. Let me go sell some shit. Into the marketplace. Okay. Oh, I actually get money for that horse. No, too much. So we have 910 dinars. That is surely enough to hire the first band of mercenaries. Caravan guards. God, son of a bitch. I can't hire him because he probably costs money. I was wondering, it's the guy that pretended to be a noble, but he's really a bandit. can't really hire any more guys. I'm probably gonna need the money I have to pay them, so. He told me to get 5 men. Let's look at these guys. Not. I can't remember all they have, but I don't think they have any range, so it's gonna be some cavalry tactics to start. Let's go. Why is this? That's probably too many. Jesus. It's like it's my first day and they're already in bands of 20. Oh, get a fucking, get out of their way. Of course, I get a certain time limit on this. 20. Okay, there's no time limit. Sounds like, fucking King Butterfeast here will give me a job. Like, my best hope is a mercenary contract, or better yet, tax collecting. I am Tohjiik. Do I know you? I am Tohjiik. I am King Harlaus, the ruler of the Holy Swadian Empire, and the Lord of Provin and Tishbatin. I'm gonna call it Shibton. I see that you carry a nobleman's banner, although I do not recognize the device. Know that I'm always looking for good men to fight for me. Once they prove themselves to be worthy of my trust. Why is it all when I turn on a microphone, I am suddenly an idiot? What is it? Do you have any tasks for me? I'm broke. You probably know that I'm the lord of the village of Shipton. However, it has been months since Shipton has delivered the taxes and rents due to me as its rightful lord, and I don't fucking blame him. Have you seen how many looters are on the roads there in small armies? Apparently, the populace there has grown unruly lately, and I need someone to go there and remind them of their obligations, and to persuade them if they want to listen. You go there, raise the taxes they owe me, I will grant you 1/5 of everything you collect. A fair offer, my lord. We have an agreement. Welcome news, Tohjiik. I will entrust this matter to you. Remember, those peasants are foxy beasts. Don't make every excuse not to pay me my rightful income. Do not let them fool you. Cool. So we gotta go. Son of a bitch. Where's Shipton? Yeah. All the way over there. Without fucking getting scalped. Shit. Fuck me. Holy fuck.